We talk a lot about warning signs of abuse coming from the abuser. Let's touch a little bit on warning signs that you're being abused based on your behavior. I did recently make a video about clearing my browser history. Some people left comments about how they would delete text messages even though they weren't being sketchy. They weren't doing anything wrong. They just knew that there was going to be some conflict from things they were saying between their friends or their family even. I think that's a huge one. Not being yourself, of course. But not only trying to be someone else to impress somebody, that's just kind of something I think we all do a little bit in the beginning of a relationship. But being actually afraid to be the person you are. You don't ever feel at home or relaxed or you have the freedom to do the things that you would normally do. And of course, I'm not talking about sleeping around. Every time I tried to bring this up with my abusive ex, he would be like, oh, you're just saying that you want to whore around and you just want to be single so that you can do what you want in that area, which was totally not true. I wanted to be my own person and do what I wanted to do just on a daily level, a normal being able to play some music and clean the house and not be, he would walk in and turn it off and bitch at me for playing it so loud, even though it was just me and the dogs. Nobody else is home. I didn't know you were coming home. Sorry that I was playing my music so loud. The fuck? We didn't have neighbors. Not close enough to disturb anyone. There's no reason I should have gotten in trouble for playing loud music. Or if you, feel like you can't call and talk to your mom or your best friend because somehow you're going to get in trouble, or not even really in trouble, just degraded or talked down to, belittled for whatever you're saying, or they're going to come stand in front of you while you're on the phone trying to focus on what you're saying and mouth words and not let the person on the phone hear them, because then they would get caught being mean to you. But they're gonna just interrupt your phone call for no reason, just to make you frantic and manipulate the situation. I think another big one is the way you dress, because God, they always have opinions about that, don't they? Abusive people try to control everything, and that just is the whole game. Control. But they do it in a way that's not you're not allowed to wear that. It's just they'll talk shit about what you're wearing in a way that makes you never want to even look at it again. Even if it's your favorite dress and they make some comment about it and then bring it up 2 weeks later about how horrible you looked in that dress, and you're just fuck it, I don't even like it anymore. Your hair, makeup. I used to get talked down to a lot about putting on makeup. For me, it's not a, ooh, look at me kind of thing. It's a confidence thing. It just makes me feel better to have makeup on. I don't care who's gonna see me. Today, I'm sitting in the house by myself, and of course, this is partially a filter, but I'm going to put makeup on because it makes me feel better about myself. And he would always, oh, who are you getting dressed up for? Why do you have to put on makeup to go out and get groceries, or whatever it was? Again, it's control. Because it also goes the other way. If you don't ever get dressed up, you're such a slob, and why don't you ever care about what you look like, and they're not taking you out in public looking like that. It doesn't matter what you do. But anyway, back to the point. If you find yourself doing lots of these things to try and keep yourself out of trouble, or keep them from having something to say about whatever you're doing, you're probably being abused. And searching for signs in the things that they're doing is a lot harder than looking inward at the things that you're doing, because what they're doing changes from day to day, and you just never know how they're going to act, what kind of mood they're going to be in, what kind of manipulation they're pulling to try and get you to forget about what they did yesterday. But the thoughts and actions and reactions that you have are solid, and you know that that's what's happening. Like, nobody can trick you out of understanding that you don't feel comfortable calling your mom in front of your partner. That's a huge red flag. This shouldn't be a thing. And I know it's like, oh, but how far is too far kind of deal. Like, my partner doesn't like this certain band and I have a t-shirt with that band on it. I just won't wear it out of respect for them. Like, yeah, but you don't have to like everything they like. And they shouldn't not be okay with you having different interests than them. Overall, point of the story, if you're changing yourself in your day-to-day life, I'm not talking about settling down, growing up, all that stuff. I'm talking about your core things that you're interested in and that you want to do, and just being your fucking self. If you don't feel comfortable being yourself when you're with your partner, that's not the person you should be with. Period. I mean, there's also a little bit of like the whole CPTSD thing, and from past experience, feeling like I still have to hide myself from my new partner now that I'm like in a state of healing and all the things, which should probably be a whole different video. But I mean, don't let your insecurities from your last relationship follow you to your new relationship. But also make sure that you aren't glazing over them just because you think it's trauma and it's actually happening. That's getting too confusing. I'm gonna end it here, so